Notice is very slight.
If a husband is what you seek, let me help you. Are we not friends?
Friends.
Dear gentle viewers, today we're diving into the juiciest moments from Bridgerton Season 3 and more. Bridgerton has become famous for its steamy scenes, and Season 3 is no exception. From the Bridgerton family's encounters filled with desire and tension, to Queen Charlotte's own compelling story, the show continues to push boundaries with its depiction of 18th century intimacy. Whether it's a brief glimpse or a more extended exploration, Bridgerton Season 3 has added to its reputation for delivering some of TV's most talked about intimate moments. Starting off with the most talked about intimate moments, the Penelope and Collins mirror scene from Bridgerton Season 3 Episode 5. It's easily one of the steamiest moments in the series, particularly notable for how it portrayed Colin and Penelope's first intimate encounter. Despite not being married yet, Penelope boldly lets Colin seduce her in their future home. Colin's admiration for Penelope in front of a mirror, showering her with affectionate compliments that gradually turned more passionate, set the scene ablaze. The intensity in Colin's gaze as he looked at his future bride was captivating, heightened by subtle details that added to their palpable chemistry. Penelope's expressions were remarkably authentic as she undid Colin's pants, and the brief glimpses hinting at their complete nudity were tastefully done, maintaining the scene's tone. Colin's gesture of laying Penelope on the sofa was almost like a scene from a Renaissance painting, adding an artistic flair to their first sexual encounter. Their passionate moment together was both immediate and gripping, with Penelope's candid question afterward about wanting to do it again adding a layer of realism and relatability to her character. Despite not being portrayed as the most overtly sexual character in Bridgerton, it was a fitting moment for Penelope to experience the same intense passion seen throughout the series. Moreover, Benedict and his memorable trio from Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 8, it was a pivotal moment for Benedict as he discovered his bisexuality. Initially hesitant when Lady Tilly Arnold and Paul Suarez offered him a threesome, Benedict eventually embraced his desires fully. The fact that he initially declined made the eventual encounter even more significant, reflecting his journey of self-discovery and acceptance. Bathed in the soft glow of candlelight, Benedict engaged freely with Tilly and Paul, moving between them with a sense of liberation and joy. The scene was tastefully portrayed, focusing on their intertwined hands and the intimacy of their interactions, rather than explicit detail. The camera angles captured their sweaty bodies and glistening skin, conveying the intensity and passion of the moment. Benedict's exploration of his attraction to both genders was portrayed with sensitivity and depth, adding a rich layer to his character development in the series. That said, let us not forget the passionate carriage scene between Penelope and Colin in Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 8. After seasons of their relationship slowly simmering, their desire for each other finally came to a head in a moment of heated passion. Following a moment of embarrassment at the ball, Colin sought Penelope out in her carriage to apologize, but their interaction quickly turned into something more intimate. What made this scene stand out was the buildup of years of emotional connection between Colin and Penelope. Unlike some of other characters whose attractions were more immediate, Colin's feelings for Penelope grew over time, rooted in their shared history and memories. The scene was intensified by the nostalgic song playing in the background, a reminder of their journey together and their first kiss earlier in the season. For Penelope, this moment was particularly significant. As someone who had only written about others' sexual exploits as Lady Whistledown and had received her first kiss only after requesting it from Colin, this encounter marked a pivotal step in her personal journey. It was a moment of empowerment and fulfillment for Penelope, who had previously resigned herself to the belief that she might always be overlooked. Overall, the carriage scene in Bridgerton Season 3 was the culmination of years of anticipation and an emotional connection between Colin and Penelope, making it one of the most passionate and memorable moments in the series. The next moments bring us to a pivotal moment in Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 8, where Penelope and Colin finally consummate their marriage. After the revelation of Penelope's identity as Lady Whistledown, there was a brief period where their marriage remained unconsummated. However, in the final episode of the season, they come together intimately as husband and wife. What made this scene particularly impactful was the emotional journey leading up to it. Penelope had bravely confessed her identity as Lady Whistledown, facing the consequences head-on. Despite initial tensions, Colin forgave her and their love prevailed. With Penelope now free from the burden of secrecy and guilt, their union was not just a physical act but a celebration of their love and commitment. This moment symbolized Penelope's growth throughout the series. From hiding behind the persona of Lady Whistledown to embracing her true self, she had evolved into a confident woman who could openly express her desires and love for Colin. Their intimate moment was the culmination of their deep emotional connection and the journey they had traveled together. Overall, Penelope and Colin's long-awaited consummation scene in Bridgerton Season 3 was a blend of passion and emotional fulfillment, marking a significant milestone in their relationship and in Penelope's personal journey towards self-acceptance and happiness. Another spicy moment in Bridgerton Season 3 is in Episode 1, which brought us the honeymoon bliss of Kate and Anthony. As the season opened amidst the drama surrounding Colin, Eloise, and Penelope and the revelation of Lady Whistledown's identity, all eyes were on Kate and Anthony. After their marriage at the end of Season 2, they fully embraced their newlywed status both publicly and privately. The scene where Kate and Anthony were entwined in bed, limbs intertwined, and barely clothed, was both passionate and tender. It showcased Anthony's journey to allowing himself to love and embrace married life fully. Previously adamant about marrying for practicality rather than love, Kate exceeded all his expectations. What made this moment stand out was its portrayal of intimacy, not as scandalous or salacious, but as a genuine expression of love and connection between two people deeply in love. It was a testament to their chemistry and the depth of their relationship, where physical intimacy was a natural extension of their emotional bond. Overall, Kate and Anthony's honeymoon scene in Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 1 captured the essence of newfound marital bliss and marked a significant moment in their journey as a couple, highlighting Anthony's growth and their evolving relationship. And lastly, we have Penelope's new look in Episode 1, Out of the Shadows, which may seem insignificant but marks some of the hottest moments for her as she embraces her newfound attractiveness. Throughout Bridgerton, Penelope's fashion choices were always dictated by her mother Portia Featherington, who favored citrus colors. However, this season, Penelope breaks free from that mold. She consults Madame Genevieve Delacroix and opts for a whole new wardrobe in shades of green, a departure that complements her red hair stunningly. Despite her mother's disapproval, Penelope's bold new style earns her admiration and attention from the ton, including Colin, who can't help but notice her beauty. It's thrilling for Bridgerton fans to witness Penelope taking control of her own life. Until now, she had obediently followed her mother's directives, overshadowed by her sister's pursuits. By rejecting the familiar citrus hues, Penelope rebels against her family's expectations and finds her own voice. With renewed self-confidence, she steps out into society ready to find a match on her own terms, liberated from her mother's constraints. And that wraps up today's rundown. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to join us next time. What are your thoughts on Penelope's transformation in Bridgerton Season 3? Drop your comments below and feel free to suggest what you'd like us to cover in our future videos.